Hi, my name is Sylvie. I help moms feel great and lose weight through fasting and whole food nutrition. In today's video, we are going to talk about the warrior method for fasting. I started experimenting with intermittent fasting years ago. I'm thinking maybe 10 years ago. And at first, I was doing the lean gains method, which means that you go without food for 16 hours and you have an 8-hour window for eating. And for breakfast, I was having just my regular coffee. And let me be honest, straight from the start, when I'm doing intermittent fasting, I am not doing what we call clean fasting. To do clean fasting, you need to have just black coffee or tea when you are in your fasting window. But what I do is I have a keto coffee, and sometimes I put coconut milk and MCT oil in it. Sometimes I just put coconut milk. If you want to make the most of the autophagy benefit with intermittent fasting, it is best to practice clean fasting. But I feel that it is too depriving as of yet. This might change down the line. For now, this is what works for me. But I wanted to put that out there so that you know what I am doing when I share about my results. You understand what's truly happening with my routine. When I started with the 16-8 window, I didn't like it at first. The coffee without food gave me headaches, I didn't feel good, and I was not losing any weight. So I kept experimenting with diet and food for many years, but I have put intermittent fasting aside. And then last year, I followed a different weight loss plan that again included intermittent fasting for part of the plan. And again, it was the 16-8 method. And again, it did advise to drink a keto coffee for breakfast, so I was just following that. I did lose a few pounds during that period, but as soon as I started having breakfast again, I gained all the weight back, and I just figured intermittent fasting is not a great option. Now, fast forward to 6 months ago when I started experimenting with the fasting mimicking diet. For me, that is the fasting method that truly reset my metabolism, helped me get into ketosis when I fast, and feel that going without food for longer than 4 hours was not hard and not depriving. That also really helped boost my metabolism and kickstart my weight loss fast during the first month I did it. So if you're curious about the fasting mimicking diet, I have tons of videos on that topic. While I was experimenting with doing the fasting mimicking diet once a month, I was also throughout the month trying the 5-2 method. So sometimes I would just eat 500 calories a day during the rest of the month for a couple days a week. And also I would sometimes do the eat, stop, eat method. So I would just fast completely for 24 hours. So I was experimenting like that. And then recently, maybe about 4 weeks ago, I naturally gravitated towards the warrior method for fasting. So what that meant is I would not eat for about 20 hours and eat for 4 hours. If you're curious about where the name warrior method or warrior diet comes from, there was a book published in 2001, and the author's name is Ori of Meckler, and that's where the concept comes from. He talks about the traditional schedule of ancient warriors, which involved them eating during only 4 hours of the day. So as you can see, the warrior method is not a new concept. It's just another way you can practice intermittent fasting and achieve the health goals that you've been wanting to achieve. And I really loved what I was seeing with this method. Every week I lose between 1 to 2 pounds, and it doesn't feel hard. What I do is I wake up in the morning, I have my keto coffee, and then for lunch I'll have some kind of herbal tea. I'll drink lots of water during the day, and then around 4 I have a power shake. My power shake is a green superfood drink that really has been making a huge difference in my health. It's made with organic and raw superfoods. It provides tons of iodine, vitamin B12, and vitamin A. And I just love it. I've talked about it before. I'll put a link in the description if you're curious about it. Then around 5 or maybe earlier sometimes, depending on how hungry I feel, I'll make a big salad and I'll start eating the salad. Then I'll have a meal, the main meal I make for the whole family. I'll have that with them maybe between 5:30 and 6. And around 7:30, I'll have another snack, maybe a smoothie or maybe even some cookies that I bake. Whatever it is, I just eat something else before my eating window closes around 8 in the evening. And so during these 4 hours, I eat multiple times. I try to eat as much nutrient-dense foods as possible, and I feel really satisfied when the eating window ends. As I am sure you know, intermittent fasting is not just about weight loss. It has so many other health benefits like decreased insulin levels, decreased inflammation, improved cognitive function, improved blood pressure, and increased longevity. I am really excited about all the benefits that come with intermittent fasting and fasting in general, and that's why I've been loving sharing about it on my channel. And so if you enjoy learning more about fasting and how you can benefit from fasting and how you can achieve your health goals using fasting as your main tool, subscribe to my channel because I'm going to keep publishing regular videos on the topic. Thanks for watching.